Welcome back, dwarfy viewers. We are playing Dwarf Fortress, and this is Everyone Loves Pirates. And I'm going to show you just Dwarf DFHack, or whatever it's called, that comes with the Lazy Noob pack. It starts up when you start the game, this little DOS window, more or less. I'm aging myself, but and it gives a lot of different options. You can do a lot of like kind of cheaty things, but also things that make things easier and things that make things better. So you can like do quick save to save your game without having to exit the game as well, which I try to do in between episodes. I'm not backing up my saves, which I probably should be doing too, but I don't know, caution to the wind. But we also have three options, two of which I think are important. I'm not really sure so much about the last one, but we have fixed diplomats, which adds a diplomat position to the elven civilizations for tree cap diplomacy. So basically this allows us to have some diplomacy options with the elves. And the same more or less for fixed merchants. It adds a guild representative to human civilizations for merchant nobility. And it's just going to allow us to have a few more options and, mostly be able to kind of request things that we couldn't request otherwise and deal with issues that pop up. So I am going to use fixed diplomats and then fix merchants. And I will do the fixed veins. I'm not sure how necessary it is, but it says it removes invalid references to mineral inclusions and restores missing ones, which sounds like a good idea. I don't know. So that's some of the stuff you can do. You can also, like I said, do quick save and so on and so forth. I'm just going to leave that off the screen for a little bit. But last time, yeah, we're just working on stuff. I'm gonna get it, just get it going again. And that miner will go do stuff again finally because he was set not to do stuff. And I'm gonna use Q and select one of these beds, and I'm actually just gonna make a dorm. Why not? So they know they can go sleep there. Dormitory and escape. Yeah, so the cats will leave bones all over the place. Now we do need to put our prepared meals somewhere, so I'm going to make a stockpile again. And then we'll go and block everything and then just allow prepared meals, which is U. It's hidden. I just pointed at my screen with my finger. It's hidden over here. But basically that'll allow nothing else in this stockpile except for prepared food, which is what comes out of the kitchen. And this was our water, and actually this turned out pretty good. I thought we were going to have issues possibly with flooding our entire fortress. But I tried doing math, and, well, we all know what happens when I try to do math. So it'll sooner or later it'll kind of end up all ones, and then the ones will soak into the ground. But you'll see, like over here, we have a silty clay floor. Here we have a silty clay floor. Here we have a muddy silty clay floor, which is what you need to plant crops. Every fortress I've ever made, you had to flood a room. There's other ways to do it. More difficult ways. You can find an underground cavern and, basically claim it as your own, fight off everybody that's in there, and then just deal with that. But it's dangerous. I'd rather just do this. Okay, we got one idler. Nope, now they're working again. So all that food is still getting put places. So let's make a place for meat now as well. I don't like the fact that that's not in a deal. Oops. Ugh. Oh, that's not what I want. Where's the X? Okay. Food. Q. S. Forbid all, block all. And we want just meat. Permit all meat. That's fine. And yep, all the barrels is fine. I mean, really, the fish one should probably be bigger, but we can mess with this stuff later. I just want to get stuff where it belongs. So we'll go back here and we will go to food and we will forbid meat. And hopefully we'll get meat put in some barrels down here. And he still has some barrels to make. You use R to have them just continue to make stuff, but our broker's been working a while. Oh, now that we have the trade post, let's just make sure they can get there, and they can, which is good. Use capital D, you can see, so they can't go through anything that's marked X, like around the trees, but we have very few trees here, so we don't have to worry about that. And they can get in, one by one, single file. Excellent. So our guy's been working for a while, so we can look at the stocks and probably have a pretty good idea. Yeah, it looks like we have an accurate idea of what we have. So we have a lot of toad meat and yak meat. That's disconcerting. Oh, sorry. One of everything. I'm reading this wrong. We have a lot of raw fish. A lot of meat, which we brought along. The fish we've caught. I don't think we brought any fish. We got a lot of leaves that we picked. That's liquid. We have no leaves. My eyes aren't lining up. We have a lot of milk. It should keep. A lot of seeds that we need to plant. We have our weapons. What I really want is drinks. And we can look just from this main viewpoint, and we can see down there we have 90... sorry, I can point with the mouse. We have 66 drink, 92 seeds, 37 meat. It says no fish. It's probably no edible fish, or he hasn't counted them yet. But I think he's on track. I think he's counted everything that needs to be counted. Oh, right, and the kitchen. We can tell them what to cook and what not to cook. So we don't want them to cook any of the seeds because we need those to plant. And there's other things we don't want them to cook, but unfortunately we can't tell them not to cook them until we have them. The main ones being that we don't want him to cook is fat. But I also don't want him to cook... I don't want him to cook the milk, because we want to make cheese out of the milk, eventually. I also don't want him to cook any of the stuff that our guys are going to drink until we have plenty of stuff to drink. So, very good. And we have a little bit of grass that we can brew. And that's it. But I'm checking this stuff. There's our cats and dogs and stuff. Okay. Not bad, not bad. And that's pretty much dried up, so let's have them come build a wall. Couple walls, honestly. Because this is a way into our fortress by large animals. Hopefully this will fill up soon when it rains. And only animals that can swim will come through here. And once all that water goes away, it'll take a while. We'll be able to plant some crops. We have no idlers, that's good. Did tell the fisher dwarf not to mess with stuff, right? Who's my fisher dwarf? Yeah, good. He shouldn't be doing any hauling. He should just be fishing. Fish those rivers empty. Make some more barrels. Getting some of the meat in barrels. That's excellent. Oh, we need to... Oops, sorry. I want to lower the amount of barrels here. I don't want them all being wasted for food. They can store a lot of food in these barrels. Start with 9. So like if we look at this barrel, oh, looks like they're not even storing stuff in the barrels yet. They're just putting the barrels there. There we go. There's a little chopped gray langer liver. We might as well... Yeah, we might as well build the distillery. The D? No, of course not. S for still? Nope. There it is, L. Of course. What else would it be? And, oh, there we go. We're running low on limestone. We only got 3 left. About time to send our miners mining. I still haven't checked the value of stones yet. So, dwarves will like rooms and stuff better if the walls are made out of fancy material. So, I oftentimes try to dig down until I get some place with fancy material. And I don't know what's worth more, or maybe it's the same. If it's hematite or limestone. It could be worth the same. We got a little petrified wood there in the corner. And then here is slate, which I'm pretty sure is not worth anything at all. We could dig down a little deeper as well. Okay, we got 2 islers now. So we're at 12 minutes. Let's dig a little deeper, not too far. I don't want to hit a cavern too quickly, but I am curious what's past this slate. So we want up, down, stairs, up, down, I. I'll remember it all eventually. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Oh, did I already do that? No. Just gonna go down 3 more levels. Galena. Hey. We got some smoky quartz and some galena. I might go a little farther. I always have that desire to dig deeper. More iron. We have some gems now. I'll go down to 80. We'll see what happens. We might end up having to build a floor. Lots of slate. Very interesting. Now we do have 3 biomes. We're going to have to dig in different directions to hit them. But they should have different materials as well. And I'll probably have to go back to that video that shows where we embarked, where we chose to embark, and see where those different biomes are. I think one was way out to the west. And then one at the bottom that we're probably in now. And I don't know if the other one was on the other side of the river or if it was up to the north. Okay, so we got some new stuff. There's a nice, very nice. With some microcline, gems. I like microcline. It's blue. It's pretty. Okay. Not bad, not bad. What was this? Oh, that's where we're going to put our mason workshop. We need to do that pretty soon, too. Where was I going to put that? I have it Oh, sorry about that. I have it saving in the seasons, so it's now summer. It pauses as well. We got quite a long time before that caravan will come. If it does this year. Well, we can work on the butchery. Oh, goody. That's almost ready. And, Or, problem is there's no real reason to dig this stuff out. It doesn't get me anything except for space. Let's build a masonry workshop. It is him. A little gun shy now. Let's figure out what the, okay, so workshop, oh, not farmer's workshop, though we do kind of need one of those probably too. So like for the still, for instance. Well, actually, let's use the kitchen. So the dark X's are in the upper right-hand corner. Oh. Thought I'd be able to see what was passable and what wasn't. But I'm pretty sure the dark ones are the ones you can't pass through. Excuse me. Well, there's something that shows me more detail about the buildings. Thought. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I know Q. That's not going to show me what's passable and what's unpassable, though. T is view items and buildings. Okay. That's probably good enough. So, just out of curiosity. So it's going to be the dark ones are the ones we can't walk through. So he can walk in through the top. The bottom is where the best ones are, though. Why can't... There's something there? Apparently, I did not finish. I kind of messed things up a little bit. So if we put it in this corner, you'll be able to access it a little easier. Doesn't really matter, but I kind of like that. People will be able to get in and out and take stuff out of it quicker, if possible. Let's try that. Got a 2 limestone, but we got other stones now too. And resume and mine. Yep, there's 2 there. Very interesting. Continue just building this wall out a bit. Make a nice wall. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but if I'm not, it's amusing me. I mean, it could be Nice, could be Gneiss, Gneiss. Which one was it? That one. So if it's German, it would be a long I sound, because the I is last. And really, if dwarves are going to speak any language, it would be German, right? That's what I think. Just seems right. Nothing against Germans. I like Germans. I took some German in college. I can speak hardly nothing now. Almost completely nothing now. I just took it so I could graduate with exactly the amount of credits I needed. I needed 4. Foreign languages 4. I was done with Spanish. Not done with it. I'm over it. I didn't need to take it anymore. I was happy with the amount I knew. I wasn't going to take subjunctive any longer. That was my end. The subjunctive tense. It's like, hey, I'll be going to Germany soon. Let's learn some German. And I did, and it was fun. I wish I knew it better. And, yeah, we'll build one more nice wall to amuse me. And that's a good place to end this episode. So, on the next episode, we will get started farming. We will get started masoning. Mason shop is done. We can't really get started with the booze yet because we don't have anything to brew, but we're doing all right. We still got 59 drink, and we'll dig out some more stuff. Probably some bedrooms. These guys don't have to sleep on the sand there. And actually, you know, I'm going to, in between episodes, so I'm going to do another in-betweener episode. Not a bunch of guys in Britain learning how to cope through adolescence, but I'm going to do a planning episode again in the middle. So if you just want to see gameplay, don't watch that. But if you're interested in kind of what I'm doing, you want to see me plan out the digging and stuff, I'm going to plan out our living area for our dwarfs, the bedrooms. Our massive Z level is just going to be all rooms pretty much. So thanks a lot for viewing. Once again, I really appreciate it. I'd love to see your comments, your feedback, anything you have for me would be just makes it more entertaining for me. I'm having fun, you know, playing by myself, not with myself. I'm having fun playing by myself and just kind of talking to myself. I enjoy that. I'm getting just as much out of this, even more so than if I was playing by myself and not recording it. But it's even more so if I get to talk to you guys and you guys talk back and all that kind of stuff. So I do appreciate any comments, any interaction you want to have. And if you like the videos, you want to share them, you want other people to view them, then give them likes. There's more chance, better chance they'll be found and viewed that way. I think that's it. Thanks a lot for viewing, and I will see you all in either the planning episode or the next real episode.